We're insufficient.
You know, that is an accurate statement, but I've got something, Matt, that's not going to be insufficient.
What is it?
Well, first of all, today is Monday, right? We're doing Monday's episode.
Monday.
And it's Thanksgiving week.
Yep.
And I think I can safely say that between now and Friday, we might give you guys 5 insufficient episodes just to say thank you. And we haven't been around. Matt's making a face, but
Yeah.
I'm gonna say it safely now. And to get everybody in the mood and to kind of kick off our show, I'm gonna give you your Christmas present right now.
What is it? What is it?
Are you excited?
Yep.
Okay. On February 5th, you and I are going down to the Paradise to see the Jazz Mandolin Project with Jonathan Fishman.
What?
Yep. Merry Christmas, motherfucker.
You serious?
Yes.
But you don't even like the Jazz Mandolin Project.
I love Jonathan Fishman. So, ladies and gentlemen, Matt and I haven't been around for a week. It's been, work.
Life.
We don't get sadly paid to make this amazing podcast. And
we could with your help.
Yes, send cash now. But we talk all the time. And lately we've just been talking about John Fishman because the dude is like, I mean, he's probably the greatest drummer that's playing currently. And so anyway, when I saw that they were coming out earlier this week and they were coming to town, I was like, dude, we got to go.
What day is that?
I don't know, February 5th.
You said 8th.
5th.
The 5th. I mean, January, February. It's a fucking Thursday.
Okay.
Holy shit. All right.
You
Thank you,
kidding
buddy.
me?
Thank you.
You're welcome.
The real history of Thanksgiving.
Let me taste
by the way, I ran into this like TikTok thing and it says like living fossils and it's your people. And it's like a video from like 1975 of
Amazing.
like what you guys do out in the wilderness or what you used to do out in the wilderness. And it's pretty amazing. Like in the igloos and stuff. Like those igloos are some amazing feats of construction and how they even work is unbelievable. And did you know that
crazy.
They keep these little fires around that they use like whale fat and keep them going, and then all of the family they lay down skins like hides and stuff, and we're talking like -70. All right.
That's
negative
cold.
That's
Dude,
unbelievably cold.
What is wrong with why would they want to live there?
Negatives, they've been living there for 3,000 years.
I know.
They know. But like, and then they all get like naked and they go under the tarps together, like the skins and shit. And little kids, little Nicks are around in this igloo. And mind you, the igloo gets warmer because of all the body heat and the fire that they have. And then each piece of snow that they've made the igloo out has like air pockets in there to keep it warm in there as well. But say it's -70 there. It's like -20 inside the igloo still. And these little kids are like naked inside this thing. Totally fine.
It has to be warmer than that.
It's not. It's not.
It has to be. You'd be freezing. -20. Oh my God.
But they're not. They're not. It's unbelievable. It's unbelievable what they're doing. You should be proud.
I am proud. We also invented sunglasses, by the way.
Yeah, I forget what they use though. It's not.
They use whalebone. They hollowed it out and they wore them, and it's totally cool.
So they don't get snow blindness.
Everybody right now is tuning in to hear us talk about Phish.
I know, but the real history of Thanksgiving, before Thanksgiving, indigenous.
You should save this for Thursday's episode. You want to do it on Monday? Fine. I'm not here to stop you.
All right.
I'm ready.
Long before Europeans arrived, many native nations held seasonal harvest ceremonies, including the Wampanoag, which is from Massachusetts, who lived in present-day Massachusetts. These celebrations involved giving thanks, feasting, dancing, and honoring the earth. In 1621, the famous feast, and what actually happened. This is an event most people refer to as, they say, the first Thanksgiving. What actually happened in 1620, Pilgrims, English separatists, landed at Plymouth. The first winter was brutal. Nearly half died. The Wampanoag people, led by Cosima Queen, Kaiser McQueen, chose diplomacy rather than conflict and helped these settlers survive. In autumn 1621, after their first successful harvest, the Pilgrims held a 3-day celebration. About 50 English settlers and about 90 Wampanoags attended. It's important to clarify, it was not a religious holiday. It was not called Thanksgiving, and it did not represent long-term peace. The term Thanksgiving, 1600s through the 1700s, the colonial New England Thanksgiving wasn't a feast. It was a religious day of fasting and prayer. Actually, feasts were called rejoicing days. The 1621 meal was a rejoicing day, not a Thanksgiving. How Thanksgiving became a U.S. holiday. 1789, George Washington declared the National Day of Thanksgiving one time only. 1800 state holidays. Different states celebrated their own version in autumn with no standard date. 1846 and 1863, Sarah Josepha Hale, a writer and editor, she wrote Mary Had a Little Lamb, spent 17 years lobbying presidents to create a national Thanksgiving holiday. 1863, Abraham Lincoln makes it official. During the Civil War, Lincoln proclaimed a national Thanksgiving to promote unity. Interesting, huh?
Yes. I can't believe I've lived here for my whole life, and particularly in Massachusetts, and that's really kind of the first time I've ever heard a lot of those things.
Yeah.
Why would you take it and then turn it into a religious holiday where you don't eat, and then flip it around again to like a day where all people do is like eat and pass out?
I don't know, but in 1939, FDR moves Thanksgiving up a week to help the economy by extending the shopping season. People hated it.
That's really interesting to me, actually, because I do feel like the commercialization of the holiday season is basically all we're dealing with in this like late stage capitalism that we live in. And I took my daughter, it was horrible weather here on Halloween. You remember that?
Oh, yeah.
So we went to Malloween, where, you know, all of the shops had, my dog is barking in my window, where all the shops had like candy and there were characters walking around the mall.
Character zeros?
Yeah! Dan Mulcahy. And so, you know, I thought it would be at least nice for her to do it.
Yeah.
We get there, and on Halloween, all of the Christmas decorations were up.
Yeah, I know. Dude, and they get started way too early.
I love the holiday season, but if it's 1/6 of the year, that's too much. 1/12 is fine.
They just start too early. They have stuff out too early. They want you to buy early. It's just gotten out of control.
But it's funny that even in FDR's day, they were trying to extend the shopping season, because that dude was how many fucking years ago?
Well, 60, 70 years ago?
He's old.
He's dead, but yeah.
Trey wasn't even alive.
Mr. Polio.
Speaking of Trey, I'm going to talk about Phish. So our buddy Trey has been kind of out there doing podcasts lately. Yeah. Really great stuff.
Not
Check
ours.
out. Would we even have him on?
Oh, yeah.
You think so? I was like, somebody asked me that. They're like, would you guys have Trey on? And I mean, it wasn't the band asking me, but it was just somebody. And I was like, I don't know. I don't know if it would be weird. But anyway.
It would not be weird. Well, it would be weird because we've been talking shit about him for a long time.
Are we
praising, talking shit, praising, talking shit? That's how we do it.
No, we're just keeping it real, right? Like, nobody's perfect all the time, and
keeping it festive.
So anyway, who's the guy? Wong? What's his
Corey
name?
Wong.
Corey Wong. He's on Corey Wong's podcast. Yeah. Starts off really chunky. Corey, let me just critique you for a second. introduce Trey with Trey there and like have a nice back and forth before you dive into stuff. Because when you just dive into it, I spent the whole podcast wondering, did I miss part of the podcast? Very unsettling. But really cool stuff. Apparently, Trey has a Dropbox where he has like demos that go all the way as far back as to the Wedge. And to hear him and his version of the Wedge that he recorded on his little thing, like before Fishman and everybody else got involved, was really cool.
My bassist sent me that. So this was basically, Trey. The podcast is with Corey Wong. Obviously, it was in 1 hour and 4 minutes. Focus topics were gearing changes, double amplifiers, Trey's early influences, the longevity of Phish, songwriting evolution, and reflections on music life balance. So basically, they talked about the gear and evolution. Double. By the way,
Trey's gear like runs $500 right now.
Yeah,
like he was talking about his pedals, and he's like, "Yeah, I'm using 250 pedals," and I spent a week, and I don't hear a difference, and I guarantee you the people at MSG don't hear a difference. I thought that was kind of cool, and it made me excited because I love playing guitar. I'm not good at it, and so like I don't want to spend $1 billion to suck at it, but I'll spend $250.
Well, so Trey discussed his transition to using a double amplifier, previously resisted the cost/price, but promoted by peer suggestions, including from John Mayer, to give it a try. Interesting. He frames gear not just as a tool, but an instrument of expression with histories, e.g., the browning of the double once used by Keith Urban. Interesting. I didn't know that Keith Urban. Keith Urban is a good podcast. Trey flex on older equipment, vintage amps, holds value not just for the tone, but for the story of continuity. So listen, if you get a chance, I love Corey Wong's music. I think it's great. He's a horrible podcaster.
Anyway, Trey starts talking about halfway through about something that we speculate on, which is he listens to music all day long. Like, he wakes up, he writes music, he goes out, he listens to music, he listens to music, he listens to music, he goes to bed, wakes up, and then does it all over again. And so he started talking about some of these artists that he's into. And he made this point where he says, sometime during the pandemic or shortly afterwards, all of these young people started making this really great music. But he's concerned nobody can find it because in 2025, there's so much noise. It's kind of hard to find that signal.
Right.
And I agree. I mean, dude, there's so much content out there that where do you even start? There's not enough hours of the day.
Our podcast has over 500 episodes.
Which is ridiculously amazing. And to be honest with you, Matt and I have listened to every single one of them in one form or another. What's my favorite Trey meme? You've been to 300 shows, cute. I've been to them all.
Oh, that's a good one. I didn't see that one.
But anyway,
I like that.
So Trey, if people are out there and you're worried about signal and the noise, you're a beacon, buddy. You like what?
Literally, you're going to be at the Beacon Jam.
I'm going to be at the Beacon Jam.
Nobody
excited.
knows what's going on with that.
I got tickets to Friday now and Saturday, and I'm thinking about throwing on a Sunday.
Oh man,
I know. Well, I mean, it's New York. It's the holiday season.
What do you think about Trey playing with Tab and playing songs like Lizards?
I loved it.
Did you? It really upsets me. I think there are certain Phish songs that are absolutely off limits, and things that are from the man who's stepped into yesterday is off limits. Off limits. It is strictly Phish.
So when I saw the set list, I thought, that's weird. And then when I heard him play it, I said, oh, I do still like that song, and it is still relevant. They did a great job. They cut out some of the stuff that gets a little repetitive. They sang the song, hit the high note, everybody gets out. So
how did Trey do on his guitar work?
He did good. I think maybe he's playing Lizards with Tab.
Or is that the part that they cut out?
No, I think they play Lizards with Tab so that Trey can get a little practice in.
Yeah.
By the way, on the Wong podcast, he goes into his practice routine.
I missed that part. What did he say?
Oh my God, it's long. It's like before every concert, he's playing a concert before he gets out there. One thing though, I didn't like, and I forget the name of the 2 albums that he does his routine to. He doesn't practice with the metronome. He practices with somebody's CD. He puts it on a record, and then he plays to their rhythm, even though he's not in the same key.
What song? Who is it? Did he say who he plays with?
Yeah, I mean, he said who it was, and don't put me on the spot, but I was thinking that's really interesting, and it could be, and so he said he has 2 albums that he does this to, but I'm thinking that he should consider, and Trey, this is me giving you advice, which obviously
don't take it.
You've been waiting for
your
whole life. Anyway, I would try new albums. If you've only been doing 2 albums for God knows how long, maybe mix it up, throw in a new album. It might lead to a different result on stage.
Throw a little jazz in there, bro.
And one of the little jazz mandolin project. I know 2 dudes who will be there on the 5th. Anyway,
God,
you're so excited. You're like downplaying it. You and John Fishman in the Paradise. You know he's going to kick your ass. That's the problem.
Yeah, he's going to be like, that's fucking Matt. He jumps over his
in the middle of the song, throws the sticks down. Comes out on the stage. I fucking love Fishman. But anyway, try it with a new album. Try a different album. Maybe because Phish has become a little predictable on stage. That's all. That's all.
That's
still amazing. And I think you played your second best show ever in the summertime. Yeah. So
I mean, that back show was great. I mean, I was listening to the Bomb Factory 94, the Tweezer Fest, and God damn, that's good.
So good.
It's good. I mean, it goes to Weird Town more than once. But
which is where you live.
I do live in Weird Town. I'm the mayor of Weird Town.
What's up, guys?
Does this look normal to you? Just pull down my pants.
How much can you get for that?
Yeah, exactly. How much can you get for that?
Welcome to an exciting week of Insuphishient. He's Matt, I'm Nick, and I already said the name of the podcast. It's good to be back.
You know, I'm just trying to think. What's the most transformational Phish Jam section ever where the band collectively became something new? That's a tough one.
That's a great one. Like, time period.
It could be
song,
anything. It could be
show,
anything. Yeah,
album.
that where you're like, whoa, this is different.
Tomorrow we're going to talk about Phish albums. Trey played. No. Yeah. There's only so many things to talk about with Phish. We're going to rehash them. That's the thing. People want to hear you say, post your nut bag.
Right. Post your nut bag.
Thank you.